Shohei Ohtani, who has been at the center of attention all week, ready to face Shota Imanaga to get this game started. You know, it was an American professor that brought the game to Japan 150 years ago. Now Japan has given back so much. 82 players, you mentioned, have come from Japan to the big leagues. 13 currently on big league rosters, 5 in this series, including Ohtani. You know, what a display this is, what a scene this is for baseball in Japan and across the globe.
Well, it really is. Just as a fan, the anticipation to see these superstars back in their native country and to see how warmly they've been received, I'm anxious to see which one of them will first make an impact. And I'm betting, look at everything we've seen of Shohei as a Dodger. When the moment is there, he meets it.
Yeah, there's so many instances of, wow, could he really step up again here? And he does each time. I mean, he did it in the first game here, an exhibition play over the weekend, hitting a home run. You think about him, first postseason game, hit a home run, getting 50-50 the way he did. Anytime there's a moment to meet, he typically has met it. So the Dodgers beginning their title defense, looking for a 3rd World Championship in 6 seasons, trying to become the first repeat champion since the Yankees from '98 to 2000. And it's Ohtani to lead things off against Imanaga. And off we go with a fastball to the top of the zone and strike 1. So they asked Imanaga how he was feeling about facing Ohtani, which he's done several times. But he said, look, there's 2 possible outcomes. Either he hits the ball or he doesn't, so I'm not going to overthink it. Responding like a guy should when his nickname is the throwing philosopher, the way Shota's is.
Well, he's had success against him in the States. Shohei, not a huge sample size, but 0 for 5.
On this 1-1 pitch, Ohtani hits a hard ground ball to second for John Birdie. And there's the first out. Imanaga, as a rookie last year, a sparkling first impression right away with his personality, and then
have though to be ready to go in the middle of March and just prepping for that. I mean, as a pitcher, doesn't it? I don't want to say it screws up your season, but doesn't it mess things up? Or
it's a little more challenging. I mean, you know, Yama did it last year from Korea, and you know, I did it in Australia 10 years ago, so it's a little different. But I'm going to watch this at bat, EK.
There you go. Good feel. Yeah. You got better TV feel than EK.
Early
Read the room, Karos. Ah, man, it's been awesome seeing Ohtani here in Japan. You know what kind of impact he's got across the globe. What kind of fan attention there is, but
that's
man,
the heater right there. Like that, it says 92, but that plays a lot harder than 92. And it looks so good. You know, it's right at the belt, and guys feel like they can get to it, and we're just having a tough time catching up to it right now. But maybe we'll get him here. It's a split again. Yeah, Shohei's just the impact he has globally on the game of baseball. I don't think. I mean, we all know that he's the best player in the game. We all know, like, he's super famous in Japan. But until you come over here and experience it, like you said with the green, he is literally on every billboard here, and it's a crazy experience.
On this 1-2 from Imanaga, Ohtani leaves it upstairs.
You bought any of the products he's pushing yet, or not?
I had some. I probably have. I don't even know. Yeah, right. But yeah, it's he's definitely everywhere. This has got to be a split right here.
Wow! Rifled to second, caught by Birdie.
I wouldn't throw that to him. I think that was the slider, and he can hit that middle speed really good. He roped that ball right there.
If you were throwing to Ohtani, how would you get him out?
Yeah, I mean, thankfully I can say this now because I'll never face him again. Yeah, it's done with that. But
they haven't had hits, but they've had 5 walks so far.
Speaking of Babe Ruth, right? No for 2 against Imanaga. Now sets his sights on Brown. takes a rip and comes up empty. The oohs and ahs with every swing. The hush falls over the stadium, but then no matter what he does, gasps from the crowd. The anticipation. And another swing and a miss, 0-2.
Well, you've got all the cameras up too, the phones focused on Ohtani right now.
Spinning him with the first 2 pitches.
See, just like the splitter, you got to spin him again. Or if you're throwing a fastball, throw it out of the zone.
Spin him up, fouled it back. He was at a small restaurant during one of the exhibition games, and Ohtani was at bat up on TV in the corner, and the waiter stopped, pulled out his phone, and filmed the TV. And he said he films all of Ohtani's at bats. Scorched through the right side, and it's Ohtani that's provided the first hit for the Dodgers. Pages goes first to third, and he delivers for these fans as he always does. 107 off of the bat of Shohei Ohtani. Hope the waiter had his phone out to capture that hit. Well, third time in the last 4 innings, the Dodgers have had 2 runners aboard. Now trying to take advantage with Tommy Edman coming up. Edman flips over to the left side. That was looming like a defensive back bearing down on a receiver coming over the middle. You sense him coming. It was as if Brown sensed Ohtani's presence. And now he's got to deal with him. 2 on, 2 out.
I think that also has something to do. You got a young catcher behind the plate. You have a veteran guy. You don't allow that to happen.
First pitch from Brown. Ohtani takes a strike. It was heavy breaking stuff. First time that he faced him. Ohtani turned one around for the first Dodger hit of the day. And came in to score. It was just last inning. Brown's 0-1. Swing and a miss. Ohtani, that otherworldly season last year. One of the knocks early on was that he wasn't hitting with runners in scoring position, but not only did he improve, he got to a point where he was automatic down the stretch. And an 0-2 hole here. Couldn't lay off, and Brown, after the 4-pitch walk to Pages, delivers a 3-pitch strikeout to Ohtani. Oh, Shohei Ohtani, so hot right now. Everywhere, in every form, including in the batter's box to lead off the night. He's 1 for 4 in his first game as a big leaguer back in his home country. He singled in the 5th for the Dodgers' first hit of the day and came in to score. Dodgers up 3-1. Top of the order here against Ryan Brazier. His first pitch is inside to Ohtani. Facing an old friend here in Brazier, making his Cubs debut. Ohtani fouls it off. Ball and a strike. 54 home runs and 59 stolen bases in his Dodger debut. A 3rd MVP in 4 seasons. And what does he have in store for year 2, which he opens in Japan? Now we know that he's set to restore his 2-way pursuit. He's already exceeded Babe Ruth in his longevity doing that. On this 2-1 from Brazier, he swings and misses, and it's 2-2. He's paused that throwing progression for the time being. No reason to rush him back. Also allows him to put his energy on getting that swing fully ready to go for the season. Down the line, his second hit of the ball game. This one goes to the wall. Ohtani starts the ninth with a double. His second hit of this ball game, and his second one clocked at 107 miles per hour.
Just stays on that pitch, doesn't get out over his front foot, but keeps the bat going through the zone.
And does the Freddie.
I mean, just even look at the smile. The smile just even looks, you know, it just looks so gracious. It just.
Tommy Edman moves him up here. It was fun last year to watch that evolution, right? To watch him allow himself to be himself more as the year went on, as he got more comfortable with his new team. And also was invigorated by playing meaningful games deep into the year. First time that he'd done that in the big leagues. When we talk about the obsession with practice, practice is sacred. Baseball, very serious thing in Japan. That's a good thing, but it's also worthy of criticism too, in that there's not a ton of emotion shown historically from Japanese players. Base hit to left field for Hernandez will score Ohtani. Ohtani from an early age, though, was taught to be free to show his emotion.
I think some of the things that happened at the beginning in spring training allowed for him, or forced him, to have to be more, I don't know, deal with his teammates more, show his excitement. I think he was more in tune with his teammates than he had ever been.
3 in the 5th and 1 in the 9th. The Dodgers 4, the Cubs 1. To the bottom of the 9th we go here on opening day from Tokyo, Japan. Joe Davis, Eric Karros, Kirsten Watson, Steven Nelson. And the Cubs now 0 for their last 20 with 7 Ks. Backers took the lead with 3 runs in the 5th. Added on in the 9th. All in support of Yamamoto. 0-2 to Shaw. Swing and a miss. That does it. Dodgers win on opening day in Japan. 4-1 the final score. The offense, 4 runs. The pitching, dominant. The 5 innings from Yamamoto. And then the bullpen, 4 no-hit innings. Just 1 base runner against 4 different pitchers. And the champions start the repeat path with a win over the Cubs.
Pitching certainly the theme, but also handed to the Dodger offense. Able to score runs. Weren't banging the ball around the park. Took a lot of walks, but just a great team win. Great way to set the tone for 2025.
And they'll hand it off to Roki Sasaki tomorrow for his major league debut in front of another packed house at the Tokyo Dome. For Eric Karros, Kirsten Watson, and Steven Nelson, Joe Davis saying so long from Tokyo. Have a great start to your day in Los Angeles. We'll talk to you again. Game 2, 2 a.m. coverage begins. Either stay up late or just don't sleep.